Hi, and thank you for tuning in. I have this awesome story for you, so I'll get right into it. And Jesus said, I've had a lost sheep to leave the 99. I will sought the one until I found it. After his toil, he said to the sheep, I love you more than the 99. Whoever drinks from my mouth will become like me. I myself become he, and what is hidden will be revealed to him. And Jesus said, the kingdom is like a person, treasure in his field, and knows nothing of it. After he dies, he leaves it to his son, who also knows nothing of it. The son seal sows the field, and the buyer, while plowing, finds the treasure and begins to lend money at interest to whoever he wishes. Jesus said, the one who has found the world, become wealthy, should renounce the world. He continued, the heavens and the earth will roll up before you, and whoever lives from the living one will not see death. Did I not say, whoever finds himself of him, the world is not worthy? And Jesus warned, woe to the flesh that depends on the soul, and woe to the soul that depends on the flesh. The disciples asked, when will thy kingdom come? Jesus replied, it will not come by waiting, for they will not wait, say, look here or look there. Rather, the kingdom of the Father is spread out upon the earth, but people do not see it. Simon and Peter said, let Mary go away from us, for women are not worthy of life. And Jesus replied, look, I will draw her in so that I may make her male, so that she too may become a living male spirit like you. Every woman who makes herself male will enter the kingdom of heaven. The Gospel according to Thomas. Now let's do the analysis of the Gospel of Thomas. This passage from the Gospel of Thomas, attributed to Didymaeus. Jesus, Thomas, my film, in striking the images that challenge us to think about life, identity, and our own spiritual journey in profound ways. Jesus' words here are designed to awaken something within us, urging us to seek, to question, and look beyond the surface appearances. Let's break down this message and consider what it could mean for us today. The passage begins with a bold promise. Whoever finds the meaning of these words will not taste death. This isn't a promise of avoiding physical death. Instead, it speaks to a different kind of death, spiritual, or disconnection from the truth. Jesus is saying there is a deeper hidden reality, an understanding. It leads to a form of immortality. To not taste death is to grasp something eternal within us, a truth that survives beyond the temporary nature of our lives. Then Jesus tells us the one who seeks should not cease seeking until he finds. And when he finds, he will be dismayed. When he is dismayed, he will be astonished, and he will be king over all. Here he describes a journey that starts with seeking and leads to an unsettling realization. There is a profound truth here. Real spiritual discovery isn't always easy or comforting. When we find truly what we're seeking, it often seeks us to our core, shakes us to our core and life in a radically new way. This realization, while initially distorting, brings a sense of astonishment. A deep understanding transforms us. To become king overall isn't about ruling others, but mastering oneself through illusions and recognition, one's own inherent divinity and strength. Jesus then challenges common assumptions about the kingdom of God. If those who you say look to the kingdom is in the sky, then the birds of the sky will precede you. If they say it is in the sea, then the fishes will precede you. Here he warns against looking for the truth in far off places or following those who would lead us on endless searches for it. Instead, he reveals the kingdom is inside you and outside of you. The kingdom is everywhere and within, not something distant or hidden in unreachable places. And when Jesus says, when you come to know yourselves, then you will be known, and you will realize that you are the children of the living Father. He's urging us to look inward, but truly understanding ourselves. We recognize our own spiritual essence and connection to God. It's a call to self knowledge, to see past our surface identities and realize our unity with the divine. Next, we encounter a beautiful paradox. An elderly person will not hesitate to ask a child 7 days about old life, the place of life, and he will live. This line emphasizes the value of humility and openness. Wisdom isn't necessarily found in age or experience, but in a fresh, unfiltered perspective as seen in a child. The 7-day-old child represents innocence, untouched by the complexities of the world, and points us to a pure, honest way of seeing that transcends into intellectual wisdom. To embrace this is to become one, or to return to a state of unity with God, free from ego and division. Jesus then gives us a practical and challenging instruction. Come to know what is in front of you and which is hidden from where you become clear. Here he is reminding us that the path to deeper understanding doesn't start in distant or abstract truths, but in the present moment. By paying attention right in front of us, the people, challenges, and opportunities that we encounter each day. When we open ourselves to the insights about life and God, he adds, for there is nothing to hide, and or hidden that will not become manifest, reinforcing that everything we seek is available to us if we are willing to look deeply and honestly. The disciples, still looking for external guidance, ask him about rituals, fasting, prayer, almsgiving, and diet. And Jesus responds, not with specific rules, but with a profound principle. Do not lie and do not do what you hate. This advice points to integrity and self awareness. Rather than prescribing rituals, Jesus teaches that spiritual life is about honesty and alignment between our actions and our true selves. He assures them that nothing is hidden that will not become revealed, indicating that the truth will always rise to the surface. Living authentically and transparently brings us closer to God and truth than any external practice or ritual ever could. Then we come to a mysterious saying: Blessed is the lion that a person will eat, and the lion will become human. But cursed is the person whom a lion will eat, and the lion will become human. This image is complex, but one way to interpret it is as a metaphor for mastering or being consumed by one's own passions and desires. The lion to eat, the lion, is to face and transform our inner drives, our animal instincts, so that they serve our humanity rather than overpowering it. In contrast, to be eaten by the lion is to let these impulses rule us, leading us away from our higher purpose. Then Jesus speaks of the wise fisherman who catches a large fine fish and returns the smaller fish to the sea. The large fish represents what is truly valuable, while the small fish are distractions or things of lesser importance. The wise fisherman, like the wise soul, understands what is worthy of holding on to and lets go of the rest. Whoever has ears to hear should listen. An invitation to discern what truly matters in life and pursue it with dedication. This passage from the Gospel of Thomas is a powerful call to inner transformation, urging us to look within for the kingdom, to seek the truth, to live authentically, master ourselves. It challenges us to go beyond surface beliefs and habits and discover the deep spiritual reality that lies within us and all around us. In doing so, we come to know ourselves, and in knowing ourselves, we come to know the divine. The next set of passages brings us right into the heart of Jesus' most provocative teachings, vivid, unsettling, and deeply challenging. He or Jesus speaks in parables and stark, almost cryptic statements. His words invite us to dig deep into the nature of spiritual truth, the purpose of life, and the path we are called to walk. Let's explore these intriguing images and see what they might be saying to us. The parable of the sower begins with a familiar image of seeds scattered across different types of ground. Seeds that fall on the path or quickly eaten by birds. Seeds on the rocks fail to take root. Seeds among the thorns are choked and devoured. But the seeds that land on good soil produce a bountiful harvest, yielding 60 per measure and 120 per measure. What is Jesus telling us here? The seeds represent truth, spiritual insights, teachings, or even experiences of God's love that are scattered in the world. Yet not all seeds find a place where they can grow and bear fruit. Some hearts like the rocky soil, may hear these truths, but lack depth, letting them wither without roots. Others, like the thorns, may hear but become distracted, but worries or desires that choke out any chance for growth. But for those who receive the truth in good soil, meaning open, receptive, and prepared hearts, the truth flourishes and multiplies. Jesus is inviting us to examine our own hearts. Are we rocky ground, filled with thorns, or fertile soil, ready to cultivate what he has planted? Then Jesus declares, I have cast fire upon the world, and see, I am guarding it until it blazes. Here, fire represents transformation. Fire purifies, refines, and brings light, but it also destroys what is false or no longer needed. Jesus has sparked this fire in the world, igniting a process or profound change, and he stands watch, ensuring it grows. This fire may refer to his teachings that challenge the status quo and compel people to see beyond superficial beliefs, setting the world ablaze with a search for true understanding and meaning. Within a striking statement, this heaven will pass away, and the heaven above it will pass away. Jesus speaks of a transient reality, even in realms we think of as eternal. Earthly and heavenly realms alike are temporary. They exist in cycles. He says, the dead are not alive, and the living will not die, indicating a distinction between those who are spiritually alive and those who are merely physically alive. Low battery. Please charge. When he speaks of making the dead alive and being the light, he's calling us to an awareness of true life, which is rooted in the physical world, but in a spiritual awakening. The line on the day when you were one, you became two. But when you become two, what will you do? And that's the explaining of some of what we've already heard from the book of Thomas. Thank you for listening. May God bless you. This is for you in this very day, this very hour. Spread the words of Jesus. That is our duty as a Christian. So please like, subscribe, and share.